right.
Hi, hello.
What a week.
Busy week.
Very busy week.
Yeah.
But a very exciting week as well.
Yeah.
So let's just get right into it. Your family's here.
They are.
Your mother and sister
Half of my family is here.
are downstairs.
Yeah.
I've yet to speak to them. It's been 4 days. And
Yet to venture out of your room.
I thought it'd be funny and cool to like ice them out.
Yeah.
And now I'm kind of not giving up on that.
Yeah. At first it was because you're shy, but now it's because...
I'm just stubborn.
Yeah.
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 I want to project this sort of an image. No, we've been talking, we've been getting along, we've been hanging out every day, and it's honestly a little bit magical. It's a little bit cool.
That's really cute.
Yeah, it's really, really nice. And plus, we were working hard before they got here.
Mm-hmm.
We were working super hard and cleaning and waking up early and doing all that stuff. I found this sort of untapped energy resource inside me where I just wanted to wake up early and clean and get everything set up. And at one point, because I was waking up and then I went and went outside and did a bunch of work. And then at one point, I actually went off, if you can believe it.
Yeah.
I went off. And then I went ham. And then I actually started to go hard in the paint.
Begun to.
Yeah, but your mom stopped me. She actually kind of put her hand on my shoulder and she said, "Right, love, thanks."
Oh my God.
Yeah. So I had to stop.
I'm really excited for your English accent impression to get better with more exposure to it.
Well, I didn't try right then. That's just what she said.
That was just...
She said, "We are all right, love. Thank you."
Yeah. All right, love. Thanks. Yeah.
Yeah, you're actually getting kind of good at it yourself.
Thanks. Yeah, I do practice every week when we do the podcast. I put on my English accent and I think I'm getting better at it.
You're getting more natural, I feel like.
Thanks. Yeah.
Hey, welcome to All the Space in Between. My name's Mitch.
I am Billy. Welcome to our episode.
You know, okay, so right off the bat, what we haven't been doing is properly like promoting the show.
That's true. We are terrible at our job as podcasters.
We have this beautiful foundation of good listeners.
Yeah.
Loyal listeners. Dedicated listeners.
Shining stars. Yeah.
Writing us filthy little emails every week that we have to sift through and go, ugh. And we pick a few of them and we have to answer them on the show.
Rifle through them with our hands and they're all kind of slimy.
Yeah, we got to wash our hands after reading all the emails. But we have to remind people at the beginning of the show that we have a YouTube channel that we never talk about.
We do.
So if you prefer to listen to these on YouTube while watching beautiful looping footage that's different with every single episode, we don't actually have a URL link for that, do we? Or like a recognizable one just yet because I haven't set one up. But if you just search All the Space in Between on YouTube, you can find our channel. It's the first thing that comes up.
Yes,
so please do that. Please subscribe to the channel if that's how you prefer to. Or you know what? Just fucking do it even if you don't listen to it. Just subscribe on YouTube.
Anyway. I'm not subscribed. I'm subscribed to 2 channels. One of them is ours.
Really?
Yeah.
What's the other one?
Some photography channel.
So not the Flat Sound YouTube.
No.
Hold on. Let's talk about this. We already have well over 1,000.
We do.
Followers on that channel, which means a lot. It means a ton. That's 1,000 people. That's kind of neat. That's kind of cool for a podcast.
At least 1,000 bots.
Yeah, I did pay for but I didn't pay for 1,000.
I paid for a couple hundred.
For $850, but they don't ever give you the amount that you pay for. So some of those are real people.
Yeah,
and that's nice.
At least a couple of them.
We have 5 emails to get through.
Yeah, quite a lot, but we're doing it. We're gonna blast through them. We're starting with some replies this week because we're into that lately. We like a nice reply, a nice response, a nice follow-up email. Recently. Yeah,
I love when a listener says something to us and then they have like a continuation to the story, or they're just like, hey, I have something that relates to that. And I think this was just the last episode we were talking about that the guy wanted to fuck his girlfriend's mom.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a hot little email we got.
Don't say that. Especially while my family is visiting.
Oh, don't do that. I keep forgetting they're downstairs. Stop.
Don't make these
Absolutely
jokes.
No more of that. We got the first email and it goes, "Is parent fucking a trend?" Hey Hey, Bill, let me try this one. Bill Litchell and Millie, rock in parentheses. First of all, I'd like to say that I sent this email from my embarrassing tween email so that I could get your attention. I rebuke it in the name of the Lord now. Please believe me.
We won't reveal their email, but suffice to say it is Nerdfighter related.
It is. It is Nerdfighter related, and therefore bad.
Yes.
And by default, it's a bad email. This is more of a comment than a question, but I have these friends who are a couple, and the girlfriend in this couple frequently talks about fucking the boyfriend's dad. She mentioned it to me, and I felt uncomfortable, but she insisted that her boyfriend was totally okay with it. She then added him to the chat, and he confirmed it. I'll talk about that in a second. I don't know if they roleplay about it, but is this a common theme? I have no idea, but I just wanted to let you know that people be freaky. Your podcast is my favorite, and I love you both a lot. Thank you for being such wonderful artists and making me laugh out loud. With love, this person's name, and then their social handles on Instagram and Twitter, because I follow them on both, and they just wanted to say, hey, how's it going? So, hey, how's it going to this person that I'm mutuals with?
Good.
I love that the girlfriend added the boyfriend to the group chat.
That's so fucking funny to me. What the fuck? Yeah, you're just talking about him and like you're like, this is fucking. Isn't this weird? Is he okay with this shit? Nah, I'll add him right now. You're like, don't add him.
Yeah. I want to fuck my boyfriend's dad. I really do. And he's okay with it. And they're like, look, watch. And he pops up and he's like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm okay with it.
I'm okay.
I imagined him being like really enthusiastically okay about it though. He's just like, yeah, it's great. And then he leaves the chat and it's like, what a weird dynamic that is.
Just call him in to confirm it and then wave him away again. Thank you.
Also, you don't have to prove anything. You didn't have to prove this to this person. You didn't have to get your boyfriend involved.
That's super funny.
Imagine being that confident.
I can't imagine doing that about like anything to do with the bedroom at all.
Yeah.
Just to call your partner into the conversation, be like, hey, you like this thing, huh?
Right.
This weird thing we're into, and they're like, yeah. Just like, okay, didn't need to be opened up to a group dynamic.
Mm-hmm. Now, where's this group chat leading? Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially because this person was like, I'm uncomfortable by it. And they're just like, nah, check it out. He likes it. Look it. You like it, right? You like it. And he's just like doing a little dance. I like it.
God.
Not good.
Mm-mm. But I do think that dad fancying was a more prominent trend.
Yes.
As of recently.
Well, you were explaining that you want mommy, what would you call it?
Year of the mommy.
Year of the
Yeah.
Did you?
I don't know. I'm calling it now.
Okay. Year of the mommy. Now, is that the last 6 months of 2019 is Year of the Mommy?
Yeah.
What? You don't want to wait for 2020 to be Year of the Mommy?
It's been Year of the Mommy. People just haven't realized.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So all of 2019 was Year of the Mommy.
Yeah. Season, really.
God,
it should go on for 30 years.
I was just playing with my sock just now. I just made this massive hole in it.
Oh my god. Oh my god, it's bleeding.
No, it's not bleeding at all. It's, oh my god, it is bleeding.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, fuck. Hold on, we gotta go. Hold on.
Oh, shit.
Okay, we're back. That was 8 hours.
We did have to pop down to A&E. It's fine. We're back now. Anyway, yeah, I feel like it was a bit of a trend. I feel like Tumblr really got that ball rolling. They popularized daddy content way too much. And now everyone thinks that they're a father fucker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're getting a little too bold about it. They're telling their significant others about it.
Yeah.
I think that's where the buck stops. You can have your fantasy. You can have your fucked up little I want to fuck my partner's relatives fantasy, but keep it to yourself, right?
All of my partner's relatives immediately become like
family.
Yeah, just like blank little Ken doll kind of things in my head. As soon as they're related to someone that I'm fucking. They're no longer a sexual being to me at all. No.
Maybe amongst the younger generation?
I don't know.
Maybe we've gotten old, huh? Maybe we don't know?
No, it's the children who are wrong.
Yes.
Anyway, a disgusting little trend. Our next response is also in regards to the last episode, right? Because last episode I introduced you to the concept of a soggy biscuit.
Unfortunately, you did. Yeah.
I did, yeah.
And since then, let me say, tried it out. Not a fan.
Got together with some of the guys.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I'd say, hey, read this thing online.
Yeah.
Maybe we should give it a go.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not very fun.
No.
Yeah.
You didn't get to eat the biscuit.
Yeah, I came too quickly.
Didn't get the prize at the end. You think it's a prize?
I think that's how you win.
This person says, "Hey, Mitterly. So in the last episode, Billy brought up a soggy biscuit, and ironically, the night before I heard the podcast, my friend brought up a story about being involved in one of these, dare I say, games? He went to a co-ed school in America, so yes, it does happen here, to clear that up. And for Billy, I went to an all-girls school and I believed all the crazy stuff that happened pretty easily as well. P.S. You all really make the start of Mondays easier to get into. Although I'm a big fan of Mitch's music and have been listening to him for a while, I have to give Billy some recognition and say your photography is so beautiful. Thank you. Although I'm still learning, I do photography myself and it's really nice to see your work. Still love you too, Mitch. Have a wonderful day." This person.
You want to talk about how I popped my top during that question?
Oh, yeah.
Took my little jacket off.
I know. I kind of saw you out of the corner of my eye stripping down over there.
How do you think my arms look?
Really cute.
I did some arm workouts.
I know. They look adorable.
We'll probably talk about this later, but now that we're on the subject. I did do them.
Let me riff on it for a while while I kind of flex.
I did a few push-ups. Hey, you want to respond to that email over? Boom, there, huh? I'm pointing at my computer, but I'm doing that thing where I'm like flexing as well. So, hey, what's next? That email, we just skip past this email entirely because I want to get to the boom other one.
Next one. Yeah. I like how they started this PS with like, although I'm a big fan of Mitch's music.
Yeah, it sounded like they were going to be like, but I hate him as a person.
But he's fucking sufferable.
Yeah, he's got like a grating talking voice.
Yeah,
his
just
music
unbearable
is
to listen to.
Yeah, his voice is kind of up here when he talks, and it's not good.
Although his music is beautiful, him as a person, just such a little gremlin, man.
He talks like a gay little valley boy, so that's not the jam.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, this happens. It happens in this country, apparently.
I've not heard of it.
I was looking it up, and the listeners at home can also look this up. Soggy biscuit is so notorious that it has a Wikipedia entry.
We're encouraging them to look this up.
It has a legitimate Wikipedia entry because
it's called Soggy Biscuit.
And the Wikipedia entry is called Soggy Biscuit. And it says that it's like, it describes it in detail. And it says that the first recorded instance of it.
Recorded on cam. Recorded on a little flip phone in 2004.
I wish it was that recent. It was from like 1882 or some shit. Yeah. From 1882, they did a survey of people who had partaken in the activity, and a certain percent of them had. Quite a high percent, if I remember rightly.
Wow. What was the percentage?
I don't know. I don't have the Wikipedia page up here.
But you said, if you remember correctly, it was what?
High.
Oh, high percent.
Yeah.
I think you said 35%. I was like, that's astronomical. That's so high. That's way too high.
It was phrased in this very like 1882 kind of style where it was like, who among you have participated in the game known as Soggy Biscuit, upon which one races to wank onto a cracker?
Wow. This is just in the publication?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And it was just an official thing.
Just a blind survey, huh?
Yeah.
And how did you respond to that? Men just raised their hand in the crowd. 'Twas I.
In the town square.
Yeah. As they were all reading the paper.
Yeah.
They just raised their hand and said, 'twas I.
The old Tribune.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
God. I can't imagine eating worse cum than 1800s. 1800s cum.
All they drink is ale.
Yeah.
And all they eat is yeasty bread. And
yes, and gruel. Yeah. No one has ever tasted a pineapple during that era.
Specifically a pineapple. That's so funny.
Any fruit.
Okay. Our last follow-up question is a follow-up from the person who had their unconventional boy problem before, where they accidentally threw up on their sexual partner during activities.
Yeah, that was a few episodes back.
It was, I think.
So just a little recap, and I don't remember it fully, but yeah, they were hooking up with somebody, and they had puked during sex, but also puked on their partner, on the guy.
Yes. So we have a follow-up from them, and they say, "Hey, Mitch and Billy." Don't like being second, but okay. "You said you like when there are follow-up emails, so I'll tell you about what happened after the whole throwing up during sex thing. No, I didn't have anything in my mouth at the time. Turns out I had food poisoning and the quote activity caused the puking and such. I just thought it was weird because I didn't really feel sick, but I guess I was paying attention to other things going on. As for the boy, Billy kindly recommended that I make a joke of it, so I did. And I kind of pulled the Uno reverse card on him because the last thing I had eaten was something that he cooked."
That's nice.
So it turned out to not be so awkward because of that. We hooked up a second time, and now we are not friends anymore because it turned out that he cheated on his girlfriend with me, and I have to live with that guilt as well as the guilt of knowing that he cheated on her with a girl that threw up on him. He no longer keeps in contact with me. Sorry this funny story got sad. C'est la vie." Thank you, guys.
The funny story got interesting.
The funny story got funnier because cheaters deserve to be thrown up on.
Yeah.
So that's fine.
The funny story got hot, maybe. Yeah, it's funny that you kind of switched it up on him and said, "Oh, you were the one that cooked for me last." So when I got
you made me throw up.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's correct, right?
I think so.
Yeah, he gave her food poisoning.
I think so. So that's a worse crime, I think.
Here we go. Hold on. On purpose.
Oh.
Gave her food poisoning on purpose.
Oh.
Because he likes getting puked on.
Oh.
But that's not something you can just talk about.
It's not.
It's not something you can just fucking bring up on the first hookup.
No.
But this guy's insatiable, man. He's like, "Oh, come to my house to eat." Boom. Food poisoning.
Rubs your chicken in the dirt on the floor before he cooks it.
Well, actually, what he did was rubbed the fresh veggies with chicken, raw chicken.
Oh.
Well, that's you just get salmonella poisoning.
Is salmonella food poisoning?
I don't know.
I don't know.
They're all scary.
Yeah, I don't want any of them.
But he's unhygienic.
Yeah.
He made you puke, and then he's just kind of wiggling you about. Really wiggling you about. I'm kind of doing it with my hands when he's really waggling you. And while you guys are fooling around, and he's just trying to shake the puke out of you, really. He's squeezing you. He's shaking you. And he wants that, God, how do I say it without sounding gross?
No.
Like that hot, chunky vomit.
Yeah, I'm turning off the recording.
Kind of
I'm turning off
falling
the
onto his
Stop.
chest like
Oh,
porridge.
Stop!
You know?
I'm going to be sick.
How are you? Puke on me. Do it. Fuck it. Do it on the
Get
show.
away from me. This is disgusting.
No, that is very interesting, though.
Yeah. Yeah, ugh. I hate that. I've never accidentally found that out. I don't think.
Oh, what? That a person was cheating?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. I have. Yeah, definitely. But I've been on both sides of that fence.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was a little stinker when I was a boy.
That's
when I was
true.
a boy. When I was a young child. Not a young child, Jesus. When I was when I was younger than I am now. Not 29. When I was a teeny weeny.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I was 9. Yeah. No, when I was like...
You're just a fucking player. Just the worst fuck boy.
No, when I was like 16. Sure.
Yeah.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
But I talk about that a lot. I talk
Yeah.
about that in songs and stuff. I was
You
just
do.
terrible. I don't know how many apologetic phone calls I've made.
Oh my god.
No, 3. Yeah, that's how many.
That's too many.
Yeah.
That's still too many.
It's still way too many. So yeah, I've certainly been on both sides of that fence.
Mm-hmm.
Though this person's probably, God, hopefully older than a teenager. So when I was a teenager, it was very commonplace.
Yeah.
It was old hat, really.
Yeah.
Everyone was just awful to each other.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, it's weird though, because now I'm in like my late 20s and like people are still awful to each other.
A lot of people are.
Yeah, that's what scares me.
Yeah, a lot of people don't seem to mature out of that phase.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, if someone is in their 20s and cheating on their girlfriend, I think it's totally fine that they got thrown up on.
I think that, I mean, yeah, live by the sword, right?
Yeah.
Play a dangerous game. You might get your fetish fulfilled. That could be how it works.
It could be. Yeah.
Are we getting into the first advice question?
Are we getting to an actual question?
Because I got a good one here.
You do.
And it's by someone that I know, but I will not say the name of. So it's going to be actually very hard to give advice to this while not being like, yo, this person's name.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try not to do that because I really don't want to edit this person's name out.
Yeah.
I got to find the censor beep. And I got to, it's annoying.
Yeah.
But let me find it. The title is Certainly an Unusual Pickle. And it says, hey, Mitchie and Billiam. I find myself in a very strange situation. For some backstory, I grew up with the person in question and we did date once as teens. We remained close friends to this day, and recently they were confiding in me some problems with their relationship. Their boyfriend already has a child and seems to be very uninterested in having one with them. She wants a child of her own blood before she turns 30 and is very unsure if this is something that they could ever come to an agreement on this issue. Which is fair, understandably. But what drives me into this pickle and this entire situation is that at the end of this whole conversation, she asked me if I would be willing to have a child with her, no strings attached. I don't have to be around at all legally or financially. She would just like the child to share DNA with someone she loves and trusts. This is something that I am unsure of being possible at all due to the legal stuff. Have I mentioned that I have a long-term partner who has no idea about this conversation? Should I be saying something if this becomes a real possibility? Was this a desperate person's last option? I'm unsure myself. Help me, y'all. This person's name. This was the hardest email for me to read from across the room. Look how tiny that font is.
It's very small.
And it's in that weird dyslexic font, that I like, which is, like usually works pretty well, but it's making them, maybe I need glasses. That looks blurry to me. Is that
Maybe
supposed
you
to
do
look,
need glasses.
Is that supposed to look blurry to me?
Don't ask me. I do need glasses and I'm not wearing them for some reason.
What if I found out just now that after 29 years, I actually don't have like perfect, I mean, I'm perfect, but hold on, let me backtrack. I'm explaining this poorly. Yeah, I started that wrong.
Yeah.
Let's say that something must have happened in the years. I still have perfect bone structure, so let's.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But something happened with my eyes to make. How do I even say this? To make them not good as the rest of me am.
Including your brain.
Well said.
Your talking brain.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Interesting question.
Very interesting question.
I'm in love with the no strings attached part.
I know. The concept of having a child with someone, no strings attached. I can't imagine a single thing that has more strings attached to it
than spawning a child.
Baby. God, that thing's a puppet. That thing's a multi-layered, two-handed puppet. There's so many strings on it.
The only way this would be no strings attached if you were at some music festival in some other country you'd never been to, and they wanted you to impregnate them, and you had not gotten their name, address.
And it was dark.
Yeah.
And they didn't have their glasses on.
Yeah. And then you kind of scuttled away after.
Yeah.
Post-orgasm.
Yeah.
You kind of scuttled away. You kind of almost like Zoidberg does when he
little crab walk away.
You're stark butt naked at a little music festival.
Yeah.
And you're just slopping away.
Yeah, disappear into the pit.
Into the pit. Of some fucking horrible EDM festival.
Find you.
Yeah, that's the only way this could be no strings attached. You've used to date this person. You know this person. They're a close friend of yours. You guys care about each other.
Yeah.
If you impregnated them and had a child with them, that would surely only bring you closer.
You would think. Or drive you further apart, which is the other option. Either way, I don't think it could be exactly the same, though. Yeah, I don't know.
I think that, well, first of all, if you're even considering this as a possibility at all, you need to tell your partner about the conversation.
Oh, yeah.
Even if it's just a, haha, can you believe this shit?
Yeah.
You have to say something.
You have to say something nearer to the time as possible.
Yeah.
The sooner, like right now, whenever you're listening to this, is the correct time.
Is the best time. If had you have not already, yeah.
Yeah.
If you hadn't already, do it now and just kind of bring it up.
Mm-hmm.
Unless the partner listens to this show, and then they're like, well, great. And I hid it from them.
We're keeping it anonymous. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, but this person comes through with this exact scenario. But, oh, by the way, just a coincidence. I was listening to that episode, and that reminded me. I had the same conversation.
So, yeah, the thing is, it's like, you're like, well, I don't know if that's even possible to be no strings attached legally and financially. That is, but like, people have sperm donors. That's a thing. You know, you have to, I don't know, fill in some forms or whatever, be a donor. But the thing is, if you and this person are friends, then presumably you're going to see the child. You know, you would see it.
Yeah, you think you wouldn't
be born,
be weird with like this child? They're 3 or 4 right now, and they're actually walking around and doing stuff, and you're gonna be like, I'm that thing's dad. Yeah, I created that.
I'm in it.
Yeah, you kind of see yourself in its eyes.
Yeah,
and you kind of hear her in his laugh.
Yeah.
So now you feel nothing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd probably just be like, oh, fuck. I think I'm going to raise it now.
Yeah. And every time you hang out with your best friend and their child, the child kind of says, Mommy, why does Uncle Listener always look at me like that with longing behind his eyes?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. With a retch in his heart. And she says, I don't know, sweetie. He just looks like that.
Just tears all welled up in his eyes. Wanting to just teach it all the nerd stuff that they're into. I want to like say particular stuff like that. I just mouthed it to you.
Yeah.
Or stuff like that. Did you get that one?
No.
Oh, okay. I'm just going to bleep it out.
Oh.
Yeah. And I'll say the other one too.
You just wanted to say it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now I do have to bleep those things out.
Yeah.
But even just like knowing little things like that, people will piece together who it is.
Yeah.
I guarantee.
Gotta keep it vague.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This is impossible. This isn't possible. It's not possible.
You said this is impossible, and then you said this isn't possible.
Yeah.
It sounded so similar. And then you said Mitch is Kim Possible, which is not even true.
It's because you're wearing those cute little cargo pants right now.
Kim Possible pants.
You're wearing
right
Kim
now.
Possible pants right in front of me, and a tight little black fucking t-shirt. God,
I said that joke, not realizing I'm dressed like Kim Possible. Holy shit! I am. I definitely am.
And it suits you.
Yeah, I look super good.
You look hot.
Thank you. Let's bring this back to my arms, though. They do look okay.
Yeah.
So, all right, that's good.
And I'm the little naked mole rat.
You definitely are. What is his name?
I don't know.
Rufus? Ruckus?
Yes. Rufus.
Randall? Is it Rufus? I got that first try?
I think so.
I don't think that's right.
I think it
I'll
is.
have somebody correct me online at some point if it's wrong.
Okay.
Or congratulate me if it's right.
Call you out.
Or hype me up if I was close.
Mm-hmm.
Or buy my new cassette if I was if I was somewhere in the middle. You can't do this.
No.
You can't possibly do this.
I mean, you can do it. Obviously, you can do it, but you can't do it. No strings attached. That concept doesn't exist. Even like, okay, no legal or financial strings attached. Not sure that's possible. But no personal strings attached. That's impossible.
That seems pretty impossible.
That's impossible. But anyway, yeah. Should you tell your partner?
Yes. Yeah.
Imagine secretly having a baby with someone else and be like, I don't know. I don't need to know.
Yeah. I mean, secretly doing anything like that. I don't know. That's, whatever. It's hot. Sure. I mean, for sure, it's hot.
Is it cheating if I only fuck them to get them pregnant?
Now, there's the gray area.
It's extra.
Oh, all right. We answered at the same time. And I didn't hear yours. So I'm going to continue with mine. There's gray area there.
Oh, okay.
There's a child. And so you're doing it for the greater good. You're doing it like that's just instinct, man. That's just reproduction. That's why we're here, you know? Also, I think it'd make God happy.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We're going down that road.
Blessed be him. That's why I'm doing this.
You got hundreds of just illegitimate children that I don't know about.
Yeah. It's like it's like, what's the word I'm looking for? It's not quite polyamorous, but it is old school in a cool way. You know how vintage, like retro stuff is cool?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna start living like an old biblical farmer.
Like a bigamist.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
I don't like how close that is to the word bigot. So that kind of makes it bad. All other parts of it are sick.
That makes bigamy sound bad.
Yeah.
When you say it like that.
Well,
when you call it what it is.
Yeah. We are saying it with kind of like a nasally tone. Like, I can say like, oh, I'm a humanitarian. And I could say it like that. And people are going to think it's evil.
Yes.
But if I walk downstairs right now and I walk up to your mom and she's like, oh, how are you? How's the pod? And I interrupt her. I put like one finger up. So that means stop talking. And I say, I'm a bigamist.
Oh.
Yeah.
But you say it proudly and from your chest with a tall back.
I stand like that.
I'm
coming
out.
I don't like this sound clip existing, but here we go. I'm a bigamist. I think that just means like I'm big. I'm tall.
You're being insecure because you're 5'7".
Because I'm 5'7", yeah. I'll have you know I'm a bigamist. I'm the most big.
I'm a big mister.
I'm a bigamist. So stupid.
Anyway.
Don't do it.
God. No.
Don't do it.
I like when I'm on when we're on Gmail and we read these emails and it has like the suggested responses at the bottom, and this person sends us this very convoluted, very unusual, very unique thing, and Google just wants us to reply with thoughts.
Yeah. Any
Question
thoughts is one of them.
Any thoughts?
One of them is, what do you think about this? That's kind of cute. I want to click that.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, I think I need help. I think I'm about to do it.
I think I asked you for some fucking advice.
Let's see.
I think I'm about to become a parent.
Oh, hold on one second. This was July 23rd when they sent this email. It's 5 days ago at 11:14 p.m. One of the horniest times.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Their hands were shaking while typing this email. And just thinking about it now, so are mine.
Oh.
So
just reading it.
5 days ago. Yeah, no, this person was freaking balls deep in this X.
We were entering Leo season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At full force. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, this person's pregnant by now.
Ah, interesting.
And this person's a father.
Legally,
because life starts at conception. Don't make me say it again.
Don't say it again. Here's the thing. Don't say it again.
Hey, it's murder.
Oh my God.
You seen that? You've seen that, right?
No.
What?
No.
You've seen that TikTok of that super basic looking
oh, yes, I have.
Where he was just on live ranting about
that
like
TikTok
abortion.
celebrity. Yeah.
Boy, howdy, that was hard to watch.
It was awful. That was some real cringe material.
It's like finally someone said it.
Oh my God. I'm leaving you.
As you should.
You're like, well, I support that decision.
As you absolutely should.
That's your choice.
No, that was fucking hard to watch.
I believe in choice, and my choice is to leave you now.
It was, God, and the whole like, yeah, well, that male doctor that like, yeah, you're giving the man a choice to something like that, you know? Mm-hmm. My God, what a fucking imbecile. You know? What a straight up fucking knuckle dragger, dude. Like, ugh, it's hard.
Really bad.
Anyway, I keep almost saying this person's name. But listener and writer, don't do it.
And friend.
And friend. Of course.
Yeah. Don't do it. Okay. Last question.
Go for it.
Is it time for it?
Yeah, it's just about.
This one's a doozy. We got two real doozies this episode, as I like to call them. This one's titled, I think my boyfriend is secretly gay and everyone hates me.
Normal.
Relatable. Yeah. So, hello, Billy and Mitch. So, I have a boyfriend who I love dearly. I also have a crippling fear that everyone who loves me is lying and they actually secretly hate me. This has led me to the conclusion that everyone I date is secretly gay. Generally, this is something I keep to myself, once again, due to the immense fear of rejection and everyone secretly hating me. I screwed up though, sad face. My boyfriend and I were discussing how we first got together, and jokingly I mentioned how I thought he was gay. It wasn't personal. I think about everyone as a self-defense mechanism. It's like, oh, they couldn't possibly truly like me, so if they were only attracted to the same sex, then that rules that out, right? Haha. Except he got really upset. I don't know if it's because I'm damaging his ego or because he maybe is gay and I'm onto him. But then again, it could just be the relentless internal fear talking. Anyway, please help. Do I stay with him? How do I explain to him that it isn't that he appears gay, but that I'm afraid of trusting anyone who says that they love me? Also, I spend a lot of time alone and listening to your podcast makes me feel less alone, which I appreciate. Thank you very much, this person.
Okay. Let's start this out by saying we love you as a listener, and I'm not going to trash you in any way. And even if it feels like we're kind of poking at you, we're mostly joking. This is all in good fun. What you did to the boyfriend is unfair. It's not fair to do to somebody.
No.
And it is a little it's a little bit funny from the outside looking in to see this to see you just kind of not being able to keep it in and being like, you're gay. You're right. You're gay. You're right. And he's just like, I'm not gay. No, of course I'm not gay. And then he gets a little angry at you for insisting that he is gay, and then you're just like, seems like something someone gay would do. And just having that like instill this fear in you even more.
Yeah.
And I also don't think it's like super fair to even just be like, I don't know, maybe I damaged his ego, because it's just not for you to decide. And it's not for you to sort of point out,
This is interesting. This is interesting to me. I used to have just an intensely bad thing that everyone secretly hated me. I was so scared of rejection all of the time. But it was never usually, I would never go down well, they're probably just gay and that's an easy out route. Because it's not an easy out, really, if it's true or if it's not true.
Yeah, you're still where you are.
Can I also just say, bisexual people exist.
They definitely are a thing.
So it would be not that cool if, your boyfriend does really love you, but also might be a little bit in the closet, because that's a very real possibility. And then, so both things can also be true.
That's true.
This isn't an either or mutually exclusive thing. It's like both things can be true. He can be very into you, but he might also kind of be in the closet, But either way, it shouldn't really matter because he is with you currently. So he doesn't have to do that. He doesn't have to be with you currently. No one's making him do that. Yeah.
Assuming you guys are like kissing and hooking up and stuff like that is I don't know. Personally, I've had many instances when I was younger that given the way that I am and how I carry myself and walk and talk and act and who I love, that I've had partners in the past, especially when I was younger, like as a teenager in my early 20s, who were girls who would just be like, you're gay, aren't you? Blah, blah. And my instant defense was just no, because that's where I was at the time. It could be something like that. So I kind of feel bad for this person.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. Because I've also been in a bit of a similar situation the other way around.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not as much though. But yeah, I don't know. It's not, man. You got to get a handle on this. You got to trust that the person who loves you does love you, because what the fuck else would they be getting out of pretending it?
Right.
They wouldn't be getting anything out of that. Yeah.
That's true. That's true. It's also worth mentioning that the fear that you experience, if I were to place it logically, I can imagine you thinking that, oh, this person is gay and they're just using me as a cover up because they this or that. And that's generally not even the case with people who are completely gay. Is that, when they're younger, they're just trying stuff out.
Yeah.
And it doesn't come from a place of hatred or anything like that. I think that the most honest advice that I can give you as a dear listener and a person that I care about is that you're very self-aware of these problems that you have, which is good because you can understand them, but it doesn't end there. Just to recognize these sort of self-defense mechanisms that you use is not enough. You have to then deal with them, and you have to then start to fix them, because that responsibility does not fall at the feet of the people that you are in a relationship with. That has to be your responsibility, and you have to kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Not just fix, but not just like internalize either, but
address,
confront, those things, because you already are a person that sees these problems and say, okay, so I got this wacky thing with me. I don't think anyone loves me. Really valuable for you to acknowledge that. So what are you going to do about it? Because you can't just carry on falling into these relationships or having these friendships with people that like, hey, I'm kind of projecting these things onto them, and it's not fair and it's not cool. It's also not fair for you because you're doing that to yourself.
Yeah.
And you deserve better than that. My honest advice would be maybe a relationship for you isn't the right thing. And you need to start working on yourself. And then the next relationship that you fall into is going to be much, much, much better. Once you've worked on yourself enough to address these problems that you can already clearly see.
Yeah. Because I think it's reasonable for someone to get upset at that. Maybe. At a partner to get upset that you maybe, I don't know,
are sort of insisting that.
I mean, not upset in a way that they're like that. Not obviously not in a way that they're like, oh, gross. You think
macho
I'm
about
fucking
it.
gay? That's fucking disgusting.
Because then that would be a whole other thing.
Obviously not that. If they're like that, then just dump them. They're trash,
right?
Kind of thing. But yeah, I don't know. It's a complicated thing. Doesn't seem fun for you. Doesn't seem fun for them. So yeah. It's cool that you can recognize it, though. That's good.
Yeah,
that's
it's valuable that you can recognize it.
Yeah.
It's beyond cool. It's very, very valuable to you as a person who I'm assuming wants to grow and no longer wants to feel like no one actually legitimately loves you, which is not a great feeling. And I think it's something that we've all sort of dealt with. And it's really, I mean, I can't stress this enough. It's extremely valuable that you can recognize that. For what it is. And even if you can even if you're at the beginning stages of seeing it as something that's illogical or something that you need to work on or something that's a self-defense mechanism, those are the first steps that you need in order to confront this thing and move past it. And that's really good. And I wish you luck in that. God, did we just give actual advice?
I think we did give some actual
okay, I'll edit
advice,
it to put in some like toilet flushing noises here, and then maybe what's a cool one? What's a
clown
cool
honk noise?
Like a little clown honk here.
Yeah.
And then like almost like a monster truck rally right here.
Good.
There you go.
Loved it.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm giving myself so much to edit while you're spending time with family.
It'd be funny if you didn't. You just left those pauses in.
I just left it there. No, I want.
Everyone knows you were too lazy to do it.
Absolutely not. I'll do it.
My final and last advice to this person is to stop seeing gay people as kind of this two-dimensional kind of, oh, they're gay, so that means that they're gay kind of thing. The reality is, like, a lot of queer people's sexualities is very fluid. It's kind of in flux a lot of the time. It's not just like someone's secretly gay and they're just using you as a beard kind of thing. It's like yeah, it's, a lot of people are into many genders, and a lot of people like one and then later the other and then go back and then know, and don't just dilute people down to like, well, they might not be straight, so this means that kind of thing.
Yes, in LGBT discourse, we often discuss fluidity and the idea of a spectrum and all these things for a reason. You know, they're very, very important parts of being not straight.
Yeah.
You know?
So it's not the easy out that you think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's probably not that. You probably just upset your boyfriend.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
Yeah.
That's not fine. But yeah, which is okay.
He'll probably get over it. I don't know. But yeah. Anyway. End of our serious advice. Anyway. Yeah. You can edit in your comedy effects now.
Again? Okay, hold on a second. I'm going to do the toilet flushing. Boom.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to do the clown honk. Boom. And then I'm going to do the monster truck. Right. Wait for it. Here.
Beautiful.
All right.
Yeah.
Is there any other cool comedy sound effects?
Oh,
okay. Like Jim Carrey. So he was in this film called The Mask, a classic. And it's a classic. It actually had a sequel. And there's a lot of really good quotables.
A little known, kind of a cult classic.
A cult classic,
yeah. The Mask 2.
The Mask 2 was actually...
The Mask 2, Unmasked.
Fantastic. The dog became sort of the mask. And I'm gonna edit in Jim Carrey saying "smoking."
Can you have him say "somebody stop me"?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll put that right.
Somebody
There you go.
stop me.
Creating so much work for you.
And then I'm gonna have him say "smoking," right?
Okay.
There you go. I love how it's like, I don't want to have to edit it. I don't want to have to put a censor beep. I'm doing like 3 hours of editing at this point.
God.
And this has to go up tonight.
Fucking night. Yeah.
This has to go up by tonight.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
Hey, this has been All the Space in Between. My name is Mitch.
I'm Billy. If you want to email us, please do email us. We love to receive your emails, especially if they're weird, unusual pickles that we can sift through with our slimy little hands.
I love to take my hands and sort of sift through your slimy little pickles.
Yeah.
That's what I like doing on a Sunday. On a Sunday morning.
On the Lord's Day.
I like to just kind of shuffle through
a day of rest.
Your weird little pickles.
But not for me.
Not for me, no.
No.
I'm sifting.
Anyway, you can email us at
allthespaceinbetween@gmail.com. And if you would like to visit our beautiful, minimal little website where you can listen to all of these episodes or get our social media links or anything like that, you can visit
allthespaceinbetween.com.
Very good.
Thank you.
Your voice almost gave out.
I know. I pushed through.
Yeah.
I persevered.
Begrudgingly.
And that's one of my best traits, is that I can do that.
It was foul.
So thanks for noticing.
It was disgusting. It was off-putting.
I need to take a sip of my drink.
Yeah, do it right now.
Okay.
Let's actually both do it on the show.
Oh, okay. Drinking segment.
A little drinking segment.
A little mini drinking segment.
Hey, this is a little thing I like to call drink your fucking drink. You know, blah, 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 blah. Let's do it. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Not bad.
Pretty good.
Thank you guys so much for listening. We will talk to you next week. Subscribe to us on YouTube if you would like. And please, my God, tell your friends about the show.
Do it. It's a good show. I think it's a good show.
I think it's okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Play it in the car. Play it at your family gatherings. Make them all real and comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do all of that stuff. Make us rich and stinky famous.
Thank you.
We'll talk to you next week.
Bye.
Bye.